It's time to just kidding. It's time to learn it's time to learn how to stream on both YouTube and on Twitch. In order to stream on both YouTube and Twitch, and as well as several other platforms if you want, you have to use a third-party application. I use Restream. There are a ton of others out there like StreamYard, and I think the other one's called 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿. I'm sure there's more. So you can definitely do your research to see which one you're interested in, and I can absolutely do a video comparing all of them. If you're interested, just leave a comment below. But today we're going to be using Restream. That's what I've been using for the last few years on and off, and I think it's pretty good. We'll talk about what's great about it and some of the things that are a little bit difficult about it. So first, you're going to make an account on Restream. By the way, I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to get $10 off. The standard plan is somewhere around $16 to $19 a month, and you are going to need the standard plan in order to use Restream. So to get to the billing area, you can click on your profile here, go to billing, and then go to your subscription plan. For me, I can click edit and it shows you the different ones. So like I mentioned, the $16 a month is 3 channels at once. So you can only stream on 3. If you want to stream on more, you'll have to upgrade to the professional, which is 5 channels at once. And it'll give you a little bit more info on what you get for each one. I would recommend starting with 3 channels at once, especially if you're new to multi-streaming, because it can be a lot to handle multiple chats. So one of the other downsides too is once you start streaming on other channels, some of them do support all of the chat going into one area. But for example, if you stream on Instagram, you're gonna have to have a separate tab open. What I do is, if I'm not using my phone for VTubing, or if you have like a tablet or something, you can keep like Instagram live stream up on your tablet. But then you're looking at like so many different chats, so it does get a little complicated the more platforms you're streaming on. Same for TikTok. You can see it doesn't support being able to read TikTok's chat all within the same area as well. So then you have like multiple tabs you got to keep an eye on. So that is, again, one of the other like interesting things about Restreaming and multi-streaming that I believe like tech is still trying to figure out how to support. And again, there might be other platforms that do support it. I would love to look and do more research. If you want to go live from your browser, you can use Restream Studio, but I recommend if you're using OBS or Streamlabs to use Encoder RTMP. And then this one is for if you want to have video recordings turned into live streams, which people do as well. But let's go with the Encoder RTMP. Over here, you're going to see all of your channels. If you click add channel, you're going to get a huge list of different areas you can choose from, which is super cool. So today I'll show you how to set up Twitch and YouTube. And if you're interested in seeing how to set up more, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to go beyond just streaming, I believe it's 3 platforms. The other interesting side note to make is certain platforms have certain requirements before you actually can stream to them, like LinkedIn, TikTok, and I'm sure a few others in here. For example, you need to confirm that you're 18 before you can live stream on TikTok. So there are a few barriers there. So if you're interested in streaming on multiple platforms, give yourself a little bit of time in advance to figure out, submit those applications and let things go through. But for YouTube and Twitch, it should be pretty straightforward. So first, let's set up our Twitch. Go ahead and click Twitch. And it's gonna ask to connect to your Twitch if you're already signed in. And for me, I'm just gonna click authorize. Next, let's add YouTube. So add channel, select the YouTube. You'll have to sign into your correct Google account connected to that YouTube channel. For me, here is Sapphire, continue, and now that's connected. So you should see all your channels over here. And if you wanna edit anything before you go live, let's start with Twitch. We'll click edit here. And this is where you can put your Twitch title in, select your category, and choose landscape or portrait. For Twitch, I recommend landscape, and we can talk more about the portrait in another video. So I'm just gonna call this drawing stream just as an example. Actually, we'll call it test stream because when I go live, y'all can see and everyone won't be confused. Okay, so test stream, and then we'll pick a category. I'm gonna choose just chatting. There we go, save, and then it should save and update. Remember, you're gonna have to change this every time if you have a new stream title or tend to switch up your stream, so don't forget to do that. And then next you'll go to YouTube and click edit, and you can do the same thing here. I normally do create new event post. We'll do the title. Let's just say test stream. You can put your YouTube description here. For YouTube, I recommend landscape as well, which this is interesting. I didn't notice this before. So YouTube has landscape plus portrait if you want it to show up well on mobile. Again, in this video, we'll just focus on landscape, but keep in mind that setting up a portrait or vertical stream is good for mobile users or if you're streaming on like TikTok or Instagram. Okay, so for category category. We're gonna just select people and blogs for now. Make sure it's public so that it shows up to everyone, so it shows up on YouTube. Stream latency, you can choose if you want to be low, ultra low, or normal. Latency basically means like how real time is it. Sometimes people have ultra low. Ultra low is the best if you want to be as close as you possibly can to talking back to your audience. Sometimes normal is a bit better if you're like maybe in a competition with a bunch of streamers playing like Marvel Rivals or something, and you don't want people to be like cheating or have your stream pulled up and see like where you're located or what you're doing. So that's typical if you're doing any type of gaming competitive stream. If you want YouTube monetization, you can click on ads frequency. If you want fewer ads, more ads. And here's where you upload your thumbnail. You can also turn on closed captions, which it looks like it wants normal latency if you're gonna have closed captions on so that it has time to actually process and use the AI to create the captions. Now for your thumbnail, you'll upload it here. And then I'm not gonna upload a thumbnail. Actually, I'll just upload my stream schedule. They'll know what time I'm streaming. Okay, and then we'll click crop and then save. Now, the thing that I am not a big fan of when it comes to Restream is you don't really get all the full control that you want over something like what your YouTube video is gonna be, like putting in the hashtags, adding in tags. This is an issue I have with a lot of platforms that allow you to cross post, like post on multiple platforms at a time, stream on multiple platforms at a time, because you don't always get the local settings, which platforms tend to prefer. They tend to want you to use their platform and not use third-party platforms. So that is my one gripe that I've always had with these types of platforms. But for live streaming, I kind of push past it a little bit because it's more important that if people want to come to your live stream and hang out with you, that they can, and that those other barriers aren't as important, at least not unless it's like a video that you've already made that you're posting. I don't think it's as critical. All right, so the next thing is make sure that you have this little dot over here turned on for the channels you want to go live on. We'll do Twitch, we'll do YouTube. Again, some of these other ones are a little bit more difficult, so we'll save that for another tutorial. And here's your chat here as well, so you can go to channels, chat. I'm just gonna go to chat settings, and you can edit what your chat looks like over here, but you can also get this up in your OBS. So I'm gonna just go back to channels, and now we're gonna open up our OBS. Okay, so how we do this is you're gonna go down to your settings, output, stream, and then service. You're gonna open this and click restream.io, and then you'll select connect account, and we'll ask you to log in. And then after that, you can click apply down here, and all your docs should pop up. I'm gonna click OK, and you can redock them by dragging them into those little blue areas. And here's the chat, which is where you'll see everyone chatting. If you need these docs up, go to docs, and you can find them here. So here's chat, Restream channel, stream information. Those three are gonna be the key ones, and you just go ahead and click on that. And now it's time to start streaming. So we'll do a little test stream. We'll see if any of the gems show up. All right, so I'm gonna show you first what it looks like on YouTube. So to check this, we'll go to view your channel, and now you can see that I'm live at the top here. Although my thumbnail didn't go through, I think it's because I turned off YouTube and turned it back on. But you could also go to live and see that it's here, who's watching. You could open it and have this open if you wanted as well. Now, one of the things with Restream too is it doesn't always send like YouTube emotes through, which is kind of annoying. So that's one of the downsides. So like if I send these through, let's see what they look like over on OBS. Yeah, it's just like, but for Twitch it does. Oh, hi Nixus, hello. Okay, so here's an example. So I have a member of the community talking on Twitch and one on YouTube as well. The same community member, because sketching is amazing. Hello. So here you can see YouTube chat merge with Twitch chat. Again, one of the other downsides, which I believe I've done it in the past. I don't know if they still have it. I tried to see if they do. So let me know in the comments if anybody actually finds a way to do this. But when I open Twitch, one of the things is Twitch is not going to see YouTube chat. So normally when I'm live streaming, something I like to do is say Nixus XD on YouTube said, hello, I'm here. So people know I'm not like crazy, like talking to myself and stuff, you know? And another thing too that I noticed that you'll want to take a look at is, so if somebody puts a redeem through sketching, do you mind also sending a redeem through Twitch? Actually, that would be amazing. If somebody puts a redeem through, you're not going to see it on Restream chat. So if someone redeems like a hydrate or uses points on Twitch, you won't see it here. So something I decided to do. Okay, so y'all see what I did is I set up an alert within Twitch itself to show when alerts go through, which has been nice. So sketching, redeem, save your work. But if you notice, you don't see anything pop up in this chat here, but I do have a sound alert. So then usually what I do is go to my Twitch dashboard and check what they redeemed. So I at least have a heads up, because otherwise you have people redeeming stuff and they're like, what the heck? You're not honoring my redeem. And it's like, I'm sorry, I can't see it. So then I see, okay, sketching, redeem, save your work. And if you want to set up a alert for when people use redeems, you'll go to alerts on Twitch and then you'll create an alert box. And I'm just going to edit this one because I already have it. So I'm going to click edit alerts and you'll go down to channel points. And you can have 4 different ones if you want, like different images and different things that come up like RNG random, but I just have 1 for the moment. And you'll turn this on and then here are all your settings over here. So general settings, you can name it, you can choose the layout, you can do text to speech. So you can play with those settings over there, go through everything. And then what you'll do to get this to activate actually on your Twitch, you'll go down to copy the browser source URL, you'll open your OBS, you'll right click on sources, add source browser, and then I'll just call this like Twitch redeems, okay? And then we'll paste the URL, that URL we just copied in here, and click OK, and then that will show up, and you should be able to send a test one through as well. Let me see, it says this should have test. Here we go, send test alert. And then see, we see it coming up. Now I have 2. Yo, Sketching always out here supporting me for the YouTube videos. Thank you, Sketch. I really appreciate it. And if you want to learn how to add more streams, leave a comment below. And don't forget to click that link below as well if you want $10 off of the Restream plan.